Hey, what's up guys, this is Marlonespi here. Now I'm going to give you my review of Boruto Naruto Next Generations, Episode 6, The Final Lesson. And going into the episode, or at least from the preview and going into the episode, I was saying how could a team of Boruto, Shikida, and Mitsuki handle against a Jonin level shinobi in Shino, who has seen more action than they do on a regular basis and was part of the 4th Greninja War back in this time. So it felt like one time, especially when Shino was possessed again by this mysterious shadowy figure that we do not know what that is yet. And seeing the fact that seeing now Shino using his parasitic insects to the full, not to the full extent, but just swarm on everything, shows the fact that this shadowy figure thing cannot not only possess a person's body, but anyone who uses anyone who uses chakra can also extend it without any use of it. Anyone even know they're wasting so much chakra that they want to go full berserk. Now, in the episode, we get to see some shades of Boruto acting like Naruto in the way that he will not let anyone die. And knowing about Naruto over the course during the Shippuden run, he made a vow that he will not let anyone die during this time. At least specifically during the 4th Greninja War, even though we have lost Neji during the war. But he still persevered afterwards. There's also some shades that Shikida does not trust Mitsuki. He even says, unlike Boruto, I don't trust you. There's some mystery behind Mitsuki that we do not know exactly why Shikida is here. Even though, I'll take that back. Shikida is questioning why Mitsuki's even here, and that he can be able to use Winsta and extend his limbs. There's some mystery about Mitsuki that we do not yet fully know. And Shikida does not fully trust him yet. Maybe he will sometime down in the future maybe down the line he will trust him, but maybe not. We don't know just yet. It's still too early in the fact and how Mitsuki pairs to the other students. Also, there's a bit. Also, I want to point out that during the talk that he had with Mitsuki, apparently he said when Boruto said he's not going to let anyone die, Mitsuki remembered to a moment of flashback that he's questioning, I wonder if he is my son. In terms of, the sun and the moon comparison. Mitsuki will be the moon, while Boruto will both likely be the sun, and that almost confirms it, or at least definitely confirms that Boruto will be the sun to Mitsuki's moon. So that's a nice clarification. And also during the course of the episode, we get to see a small. I want to take a little bit of a moment here to say that there's a bit of outside of the main story, the main plot of the episode. There's a little segment where Iruka Sensei and Anko Sensei were talking in the teacher's office. I had to say, seeing Anko's desk full of potato chips, Pokies, and all other stuff, I was thinking, what happened to Anko gaining that much weight? She was perfectly fine when she was thin. No change her, what happened to her? Did she get done by a boyfriend or something and made her gain that much weight? What happened to Anko? I'm just like, oh, why Anko? What happened to you, Anko? Jeez, what happened to her? I don't know what was Kishiro thinking when he gave Anko that weight, but there's got to be at least some kind of, there's got to be an understanding, how did she lose, how did she gain that much weight? What happened? Oh, man. Anko, what happened to you? And aside, okay, now that out of the way, there's also a part that Iruka Sensei, during that whole segment, that Iruka Sensei mentioned that maybe what I said to Shina may have given a little more brooding. Knowing that he has some problem students for a class that he pretty much felt he can't take the pressure of being a teacher. So a group of problem students, when he has Boruto, Iwaki, now the transfer Mitsuki, and somewhat of to an extent, Shikida, Inojin, and Metal. So, yeah, basically, having a person doing problem students for a class, Shino can't handle the pressure. Now, as for towards the end of the episode, when you see the whole plan come together and feeling that Shino was of the essence can't do with water. But she was a lot more smarter than he can't deal with water. So basically, they decided to tie him up. They decided to lure him to a waterfall with a lake, and decided to do some sort of plan where Mitsuki drags both Sheen down into the water using a lightning style jutsu, snake lightning, and now Shagan wants to get rid of that possessed shadowy figure. But during that segment, there's some like 4 little petals or mace in them that looks like a lion. The thing looked like a lion. The shadowy figure looked like a lion, so like 4 spikes came out of it. Hinting about after being hit by some sort of hitting with lightning jutsu, gets him to like activate it somehow and just escape the body. I'm exactly. That's what I've gained. Is Zorsum Chakra or something else apparently. There's some mystery behind that shadowy figure we still did not yet know. So they get out of the water. Boruto goes in and saves Mitsuki because he wasted too much chakra than he thought he did. But Boruto can't lift Mitsuki enough to swim out of the lake. So Shino comes in with less chakra than he has and manages to get them. Managed to pull a summoning jutsu and managed to get them all out. And now Shino fully apologizes to Boruto, Shikida, and Mitsuki for what he did. He didn't mention that he vaguely remembers what happened, but he has no sense of reality. He mentions that a shadowy figure possessed him, but he doesn't know anything else afterwards. So he knows what was going on. And we move on to the Hokage office with Naruto and Shikamaru. Both of these guys were complaining the fact that he has some... I don't want to say complaining, just talk about the fact that he has some problem students for a class. Plus I have no likes of Shikida and Boruto in his class. But Naruto and Shikamaru both know that what's going on right here is something very brooding. Something's brewing in the village. And they're going to investigate exactly what that is. Most likely the shadowy figure, exactly on what is that shadowy figure that we keep seeing, the who's this people who are down mentally, who's summoned in, why is it in the village, and what's his purpose? There's still mystery going behind it, and Naruto implored that Shino will help investigate him. So that's basically into the episode. And knowing the fact that how the run the Boruto starts off pretty much... Boruto kind of started off in a light tone, but then it will gradually get more intense. Like it did with Naruto, like the original Naruto series. If anything, the fact that Naruto taught us anything, that things are not going to be exactly that peaceful in a way in the world that you know they live in. Especially in the next generation. And the next preview we have, I think, an episode dedicated to Chojo. Will she be in this pod with some strange looking character. This is only episode 7, I believe. Yes, that's episode 7. So, overall, this episode, I enjoyed it. Getting to see how the 3 new generations, were going against a former generation, from the Konoha 11, or Konoha 12 now. Okay, there were former Konoha 12 when Sasuke was still there, but now, since he defected back then during Naruto Shippuden, since he defected towards the end of Naruto, and the rest of Shippuden, they were going to Konoha 11. And by the way, if you heard that part, I have watching over 2 dogs right now, so... Yeah. Yeah, it's just normal. I just had to take care of 2 dogs, but either way. Overall, I like the episode. What do you guys think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like what you saw, leave a like, subscribe, comment below, share with a friend, and I'll see you all next time for the next video. Laters.